Raining in light, desensitized. Desensitized. It's possible and highly likely, and especially when we fully understand that we are complete energy plugged in and charged up by the elements of our universe. Here, we'll give respect to all that we may believe in, and without forgetting the belief in and of ourselves. Desensitized is simply becoming less sensitive to people and things around us, and usually due to an overstimulation of them and it in some form. We become desensitized when we've been overexposed to any one thing. We lose our shock value due to high volumes of repeated scenes and sounds. When we are desensitized, we block. To become desensitized is similar to becoming numb. Feelings are carved out. This is sometimes a happening outside of our control and by external factors. An example is images and words of hate, and through racism, sexism, ageism, classism, and so on and so forth. We hear and see so much that we no longer stand up for or against anything or anyone. So we fall for it. We fall for it all or escape it all. Becoming desensitized is another form of existing rather than living. In living, we feel everything, and in some capacity. This doesn't mean that we accept and or process everything or everyone, but we are alert. Desensitized is a concern because we're living in and with our spirit, which is both forms of light and not heavy or not callous. We're no longer looking to react in life to all things. We are looking to respond. React is immediate, while a response is measured. The speed of it is slower so that it is deliberately intended to be part of the peace that we like to give and to hold. Desensitized, when it happens due to internal factors, our inability to control our emotions, and the pace of our mind, body, and spirit, we may become susceptible to wanting to further numb ourselves because we're uncomfortable with feeling anything at all. In living, we're learning that the best part sometimes comes with allowing ourselves to be comfortable with growing through uncomfortableness. In this life, it is so easy to forget, to lose control, to give up control, and lose sight of who we are. And when faced with life, the things and people that keep coming and going. Sometimes those moments come when it feels like the walls are crashing down and closing in. Everything is so much louder, and we feel as though we can't contend. So we retreat. Our emotions run high. At this point, we no longer want to feel. How many times have we rushed past a crisis or an accident? If you've ever had a moment similar to this, or have heard of a friend or family member having a moment like this, breathe. Deep breaths in, slow breaths out. Gently close your eyes and feel your energy. There's beauty in this moment, beauty in you, and beauty from all that you're feeling. Deep breaths in, Slow breaths out. We are alive, so we're breathing with and for life. We'll flip the script for a moment here to become desensitized to any racing thoughts associated with guilt, shame, or fear, and from yesterday's. This moment of desensitizing ourselves is with light. It is systematic desensitization and necessary to move from yesterday. Deep breaths in, slow breaths out. We recognize that not all yesterdays were bad. Some we like to hold to because they were so good. We realize that doing this doesn't allow for us to move forward and certainly not sit in the present. As we're sitting in this moment, appreciate our life, all that we've been through, and where we're standing today. There is no greater success than that of the spirit. Deep breaths in, slow breaths out. Gently open your eyes. Desensitized, an automatic block of emotions, and sometimes due to trauma. If we accept the fact that trauma is not supposed to be a life sentence, we can prepare to move from it today. Know that our concern with desensitization in this matter is that we do not want to lose the ability to connect with ourselves or the ability to connect with others. Becoming desensitized can lead to isolation. And we're not talking about the desensitization that's systematic, that's necessary for breathing, that's necessary for meditation, that's necessary for discovering your solitude and exploring it. We're talking about the desensitization that is the numbing. Balance of all things is necessary. We don't want to overdo it, and we don't want to underdo it. We are seeking health of our spirit, our mental capacities, and our physical abilities. We want to have some sensitivities to and of our world and all of the people in it. In all that we are, we want to be peacemakers and keepers of peace. So we'll give recognition to desensitization, systematic desensitization to breathe in this moment. To breathe in this moment and without the thought of any other moment. Desensitization, be cautious with becoming inactive to living life fully. Desensitization is a conversation between the heart and the brain. It's time to begin it. Lead with the heart. Lead with reigning in light.